Hello students, welcome to online classes. This is class 7th, section 2, The Diary of Space Traveler. This is part 3. As 1 and 2, first and second part we have already seen. This is the third part of the story. So let us start. It is only Bidu Shekhar who is still causing me concern. God knows what's wrong with him. I switched him on as soon as we landed, but he did not move. So only Bidushekar was the person who was still causing the concern for him. He was not knowing what was wrong in Bidushekar. Professor switched him on as soon as they landed, but he was not able to move. He did not move. Who? Bidushekar, the robot. What's the matter? Don't you want to go out? I asked him. Then Professor asked from Bidushekar, from the robot, that if he want to go out. Then when I saw Newton drinking it, I felt I felt bold enough to cup my hand and drink a mouthful of water myself. It tasted like ambrosia. One sip was enough to wipe out every sign of both physical and mental fatigue. So here, ambrosia means the food of the gods in Greek and Roman myth. It is said that it is food of God. Fatigue means tiredness. So, when he saw Newton drinking the water from the Red River, the professor was bold enough. He took the cup in the hand and he took mouthful of water, and the taste was wonderful. It tasted like ambrosia. Within one sip only, he was satisfied enough to wipe out every sign of both physical and mental fatigue. Fatigue, tiredness. So, whatever tiredness was there, everything was finished. He was feeling very refreshed. So, hard words, ambrosia means the food of God in Greek and Roman myth. Second is fatigue, means tiredness. He shook his head. Why? What's wrong? This time, Bidushekar raised his arms over his head and uttered just one word. His voice sounded frightened. Denga, he said. Denga. Bidushekar, he shook his head this one time and he raised his arm and started saying that one word only he uttered. He spoke only one word. That was Denga. What is the meaning of Denga? I have no problem in following his words. Professor was now familiar with the words of Bidushekar. He understood. I could guess instantly that what he meant to say was danger. Means denga means danger. He was indicating about some danger. Danger? What danger? What are you afraid of? Bidushekar again asked the question, why are you so much afraid? I went on. Bidushekar's tone remained grave as he answered Denga. Bidushekar's sound was same. Terror Denga. Danger. Terrible danger. So terror Denga. It means this is the language of robot, and the professor is converting what exactly that mean. So danger, terrible danger. He said nothing more, nor did he show any interest in joining us. So in the end, we had to leave him in the rocket. So professor thought maybe he is not uh, taking interest in joining us, so we will leave him in the rocket itself. Only Prahlad, Newton, and I set foot on Martian soil. We have had the most terrifying experience on Mars. Now they left the Bidushekar inside the rocket. Only Prahlad, the cat Newton, and Professor only they set foot on Martian soil. We have had the most terrifying experience on Mars. The experience that he shared, he was saying that that was the worst experience on the planet Mars. I am still in complete shock. As soon as the sun rose, a strong fishy. He was surprised when he saw the sun rose there. Smell hit my nostrils, and I heard a strange sound as if a large sized cricket was chirping loudly, tintiri, tintiri, tintiri. Some smell came inside the nostrils in the nose of Professor. He heard the strange sound, and it was he was thinking that a large size cricket was chirping, and the sound was tintry tintry tintry. I looked around, but as that precise moment, a terrible scream froze my blood. Suddenly he heard the terrible scream. It froze my blood means he was too much shocked. Then I saw Prahlad. His eyes was bulging, his right arm was wrapped around. And when he saw the condition of Prahlad, so his eyes was bulging means sticking out. His eyes were sticking out and his right arm was wrapped around. Newton, and he was sprinting towards the rocket. The creature that was chasing him was not human, nor an animal or a fish. Yet it had something in common with all three. So here sprinting means to run a short distance as fast as you can. So here Newton and he was sprinting. Who? Professor and Newton, they both were running towards the rocket. Why? Because they saw the creatures, they were chasing them, and they were not human, nor an animal or a fish. How they were? Now see the description of those creatures. Something in common with all three. It was about 4 feet high. Their height was 4 feet. It had legs and feet, but instead of arms, there were huge fins. Arms were not there, but fins were there. They were looking like fish. Its head was very big. In a center of which was a single large green eye. So see the creature, it is visible on the diary, of which was a single large green eye. They had one green color eye. The mouth was gaping wide, but there were no teeth. There were no teeth in the mouth. Its whole body was covered by fish scales. And how was the body covered? By the fish scales, glistening in the sun. And when the sun rays were falling on their body, so they were their body was shining like silver. The creature could not run very fast. It kept stumbling almost at every step. And those creatures were not able to run so fast. They were running bit slowly. I wheeled around and saw at a distance thousands of similar creatures making their way towards us. Not only one, 2,000 creatures were there, same as I described earlier, and making their way towards us, and they all were coming towards Prahlad, Professor, and that Newton. Swaying on their feet, they were all making that horrible chirping noise. So here, hard words are glistening means to shine, stumbling means to hit your foot against something when you are walking or running and almost fall over. So these are the hard words. So they all creatures were making the horrible chirping sound. Their bodies shone so brightly in the sun that it was blinding. So their body was made up of scales and when the sun rays were falling on them, it was shining, and due to that shine, we were not able to see them clearly. Blinding means to make somebody unable to see. So this was the story in part 3. I think you must have understood the story. So stay at home, stay safe.